Our buddy Sign400 is his YouTube username, has a really difficult situation on his hands. Basically, he's dating a girl, right? And he wants to break up with her. What's so difficult about that? Except her dad is his football coach, and he is, I think he says he's the QB of the football team, starting quarterback, and you're dating your coach's daughter. Tough. And her mom is your math teacher. How the hell, no, how do you deal with this situation where you want to break up with this girl, right? For whatever reason, and apparently she cares a lot about you, and it doesn't seem like you have any animosity towards her. Perhaps you just, you've got other things to do. You're focusing on math and football, perhaps, right? But it's time to end the relationship for whatever reason, and you've got this network of individuals and relationships that you've got to navigate in order to do this tastefully, tactfully. This is great. This is awesome, because now you have to exercise one of the most important interpersonal skills that you will ever have to use. And that is being completely honest and pointing out, delivering, and dealing with what they call the elephant in the room, or the 800-pound gorilla in the room. That's what they call it. Basically, there's something here and we can't ignore it. Bringing it to the forefront and talking about it in a grounded and mature fashion. Here is what you have to do. You've got to say something. You can't, the worst thing you can do is to just kind of like, this is what most spineless little bastards do. They ease their way out of it by like, well, I'm just not gonna answer her calls anymore. Right? Spineless. I'm not going to, she's going to want to hang out with me and I'm going to say no, or you're going to ignore her. And then you're like, every time her dad passes by, you look down, and like when you go to math class, like the teacher asks you how you're doing, and the whole thing is going to be so uncomfortable. It's going to drag out. It's going to eat at you like a disease from the inside out if you don't deal with it like a freaking man. And that's what you got to do. You got to deal with this shit like a freaking man. If possible, I don't know what your relationship is with the entire family, but it sounds like you're a part of it. You need to call a family meeting. I know you're only 17, I know you're not a part of their family, but they will respect you, and you will develop strong integrity. You'll feel good about yourself when it's all done. When you bring them around the kitchen table and you explain that, you've been spending some time, you and Sally, I've obviously just spending time. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your family. But right now in my life, I feel like I need to move on to other things. And you say that, oh, it's going to cause you so much pain. It's going to be difficult. But you say that, though, especially her parents will respect you more than they will probably respect any other guy that she dates for the rest of her life. I promise you. Because especially in this day and age, with text messaging and shit, when I was a kid, when I was in elementary school, when I was in high school and middle school, when I first started dating girls, I'd have to call the house phone, and their dads would pick up. And I'd have to say, hi, Mr. Dodona, this is Elliot. Can I speak to Adriana? That was my first girlfriend in middle school. And he'd say, yeah, Elliot, well, how are things going, blah, blah, blah. I'd have to talk to the dad. Most kids these days, most of you guys, if you're watching this and you're young, it's just you send little text messages. You don't even call anymore. So to show up and talk to the parents face to face, sit down, you call the meeting. Now, not in an arrogant way, but in a mature, grounded way, like someone who's becoming a strong young man. You're going to earn everyone's respect. She's going to be hurt, but her parents are going to support her even more in her getting over the breakup, because they realize that she has been with a mature, grounded, strong young man up until this point. They're going to want you back because they're just going to be so overwhelmed with how awesome you are. So now it might not work that way, but that's what I would say. I think about my daughters, and if the situation was the same and I was a football coach and she was dating one of the kids and he came to me instead of just ignoring her and came to us and spoke to him, I would respect the kid so damn much. I'd be like, come back anytime, buddy. All right? So that's it, dude. Integrity, integrity, integrity. Grounded strength. Start growing it now. Peace.